Hey guys, Yankee here, and today I'm going to be giving my thoughts on episode 12 of the Invaders of the Rokujouma anime. Now, this episode adapts roughly the first half of Volume 7, and it mainly has to do with Kotaro planning a sort of surprise Christmas party for his friends, right? For the invaders and like Mackenzie and Kiriha and Harumi. And so that's basically what this episode is. It's him planning a party, sort of trying to be secret about it. The initial plan is to hold the Christmas party in the knitting club room, but everyone finds out and they decide to instead hold a surprise Christmas party for Kotaro back at his apartment. And that's most of the episode. It's basically just a like Kotaro, especially on like there's a scene where he goes to the knitting club room to sort of set up for the Christmas party, and there's people partying inside. So he's like, okay, I gotta go to my apartment real quick. And sort of on the run there, it's very much about him like realizing how important all the characters have become to him. And this is very much this is our last episode of the anime, so we're trying to sort of wrap it up. And it feels like a good ending. They changed some stuff, which I'll talk about, but everything they changed was to make this a decent finale, while also sort of having a cliffhanger to sort of try and sell books. And yeah, I think this is a pretty good episode. And overall, I think the show is pretty good. Obviously, cramming 6.5 light novels into a 12-episode anime, stuff got skipped. One of the things that really got dropped was Kotaro's part-time job, sort of excavating the ruins. We see him do that a little bit in the first episode where he sort of meets the mysterious woman or whatever in the with all the lights around her, and we don't really see it brought up after that. And I don't really remember how much it's brought up in the novels at that time, but it's not really mentioned much in this. And then he gets another part-time job in this, selling Christmas cakes, and his other job isn't even really mentioned. But yeah, this was pretty good. After the Christmas stuff, we get like a brief like montage of sort of like the back half of this book, kind of, where they're doing the second part of the Silver Princess and the Blue Knight play. And we get like a look at all the characters and see what they're doing. We see Clan is still lurking about, Maki is still around, and then it ends with them going out to do the second half of this play that we saw in, was it episodes, oh boy, what episodes were they? 6 and 7, I think. Volume 4 of the novels, though. So yeah, this was a pretty good episode. It does a very good job of being an ending, but also sort of leaving it open for people to go and get the novels. Changes. The party is completely changed. In the novels, I don't remember if Kotaro is able to keep it a surprise, but it's not just a party for the invaders and like Ruth and Harumi and Shizuka. It's basically a party for everyone involved with the play. I don't even remember if it's a secret. But it's basically just like, all right, we're all working on this play. Let's all sort of hang out, have a little Christmas party before January, which is when the play is being held. So that's completely gone. And a lot of the side characters, they don't really get a lot of play in the novels either, but they get even less here. Like the cosplay club, we see a little bit. But they're a bit more prominent in the novels, and then like the people working on the play are a bit more prominent. It's still not important. Like I don't remember any of their names, if they even have names, but like they're more important in the novels. So having everyone sort of get together there made more sense. Whereas for the anime, they said, all right, let's just sort of put a nice little bow on it. Everything started out in Kotaro's apartment. Let's just have the party there and sort of wrap everything up. And I think it works. If they made a second season, I think it would have been a detriment, though, because it doesn't even feel significant in the novel, but it's significant to Kotaro and sort of motivates him in later novels, where basically during the play they're like, all right, we're going to do our best to make sure this works. And he's like, yep, I promise, the play's going to be great. And that's sort of important later on, which isn't here. But obviously, this anime was in 2014, I think. So they never made a season 2. So that didn't matter. So it was probably the right call to sort of make this an ending to the anime. But yeah, I think this episode was pretty good. It's a shame that it only got the one season. Most light novels, like adaptations, do, which is unfortunate. But the next couple of volumes are really, really good, and I'd love to see them be animated. But that's obviously never happening. If you were like me and you were fortunate enough to sort of buy into the Invaders of the Rokujouma novel Kickstarter, you got the collection of drama CDs which adapt volume 7.5 and 8.5 of the light novels, which is sort of what happens next in the story. But yeah, I'd really love to have seen those volumes get animated. But yeah, that is basically it. This was a really good show. I really enjoyed watching it again now that I'm, I think I'm 30 volumes into the novels. I sort of fell off once the Kickstarter got announced, and I'm just waiting to read them physically now. But yeah, I think it's really good. I think it's a good starting point if you're interested in this series. And it's just overall, just a fun, harem, and I'm putting harem in quotes because they don't even really get to any of the harem stuff in this. They really take their time with that in these novels. We're, 7 volumes in at this point, and there's not really, half of the cast doesn't even have a crush on the harem lead in this. So yeah, it's good. I like this show a lot. I like the novels a lot. I want to continue doing videos on the novels occasionally. So if you're interested, you can check those out. I've got videos on the first, it would be 9 videos? 10 videos? 10 novels, I mean. So if you want to check those out, they're in the Rokujouma playlist. I also have a video going over the stuff I got from the Kickstarter. If you're interested in that, that's also in the Rokujouma playlist. But yeah, that's going to do it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys next time.